On the 26th of July 2020, Man United beat Leicester City to confirm their spot in this season's Champions League. Not only did this secure vital revenue during the most testing financial period in football's modern history, but also gave fans hope that the club would secure their top transfer targets, namely Jadon Sancho. The English winger had long been tipped for a return to the Premier League after an outstanding first season for Borussia Dortmund in the Bundesliga, and speculation only grew in the 2019-20 campaign. By the beginning of the summer, transfer guru Fabrizio Romano had confirmed that Sancho was keen on a move to United, and that agreeing personal terms wouldn't be an issue. All the club needed to do was settle a price with Dortmund, and Sancho would be heading to Old Trafford. But almost 4 months down the line, and with the window shut, the young star is still in Germany, and the Red Devils have missed out on one of the most exciting players in world football. But how did they fail to land their man? Let's take a look. Manchester United's strategy in the transfer market has rightly received its fair share of criticism over the years. Since the Fellaini fiasco of 2013, very rarely has the club not overpaid for one of its targets, and they have often missed out on them altogether. The result of selling clubs sticking an extra premium on players they are interested in, and a tendency from United to hold out until the final days of the window before concluding business. Some see this trend as CEO Ed Woodward and chief negotiator Matt Judge being incompetent, while an unnamed agent told The Athletic it has much more to do with micromanagement from the club's owners, with Joel Glazer taking some persuading before giving the go-ahead on signings, and information travelling slowly through the club's chain of command. Whoever's to blame, United's poor strategy in the market continued with their pursuit of Sancho. In July, Dortmund confirmed their €120 million valuation of him, setting an August the 10th deadline for a deal to be done. By the start of the next month, the transfer looked close, with Romano revealing that negotiations between the two clubs were at an advanced stage, and other reports suggesting Sancho had agreed a 5-year contract. But within days, United were back to square one. Their hopes of agreeing a structured deal worth around €100 million were scuppered, Dortmund's deadline came and went with no sign of Sancho kicking up a fuss, and sporting director Michael Zorc confirmed he would be staying at the Westfalenstadion, adding that the club had effectively extended the player's contract until 2023 the previous summer, contrary to the popular belief that it was due to expire in 2022. Despite a late move for him in the final week of the window, BVB never budged from their position, and United failed to complete a deal. But while many fans can't understand why one of the richest clubs in the world couldn't make up the €20 million needed to secure a generational talent, it's not as mad as you might think. Like other clubs, Man United were hit hard financially by coronavirus. In May, it was confirmed their debts had risen by £127 million, and they are understood to have lost around £5 million per matchday from fans not being allowed in Old Trafford. Considering matchday revenue made up around 18% of United's total earnings in 2018-19, with only Arsenal more reliant on gate receipts in the Premier League, that is a worry, especially with no return date currently set for supporters in stadiums. Some reports suggest the Red Devils could lose over £100 million by the end of 2020, more or less the fee needed to get Sancho out of Dortmund. While this will garner no sympathy from fans of smaller clubs whose very existence is at stake as a result of the pandemic, it does help explain why Joel Glazer had reservations about smashing the club's transfer record this summer, especially when they struggled to sell players during the window too. With the future of spectator sport still unclear, spending the extra money on Sancho was clearly considered too big a risk by the club's owners. However, missing out on a player like him may well represent a much bigger loss to the club in years to come. So that was why Manchester United failed to buy Jadon Sancho. But do you reckon they can get a deal done for him next summer? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave it a like, and if you're new here, why not subscribe to Football Daily, as we put videos like this out every single day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.